People who piss all over toilet seats. Why? I have known two guys that do this. The only thing they had in common was that they were both dumb fucks. I have known two guys that do this. The only thing they had in common was that they were both actually pissing more on the floor than the seat. Like 70% floor, 20% seat, 10% toilet. And neither of them would be drunk either. One was super fat. I actually blew up at him about it. If I had been recorded, and you edited out the part of me screaming at him about pissing on the floor, it could have made a great Reddit vid of me being a crazy roommate. His defense, at the end of the day, was, I'm too fat to hit the toilet when I pee. I basically told him he could sit down, he could construct some kind of personal pissing device to get it in the toilet, or I could knock him on his fucking ass, into his piss puddle every time he did it again. I don't know for sure what he chose, but he stopped, mostly, doing it. He also stopped talking to me, but I considered that pretty much a win-win, to be honest. My 13-year-old brother does this. Doesn't matter how many times he is forced to clean it and even take the seat off and scrub it down in the laundry sink. He just doesn't care. He won't wipe it up, and he will even miss the toilet and leave it there. This has been an issue for like 3 years, and my parents have been on top of it, but he shows no signs of change or even care despite punishments, lessons in cleaning. At first it was a mistake, but now it's about principle. A test of wills between him and the family to assert dominance. Actually, that sounds about right. My family is at a loss for what to do at this point. He has received like every sort of punishment imaginable, whether it's hours of cleaning, no electronics for X days, etc. He legit doesn't care, cause he will just go to bed. Talk about it in front of his friends and he'll stop real quick. Bonus points if mom does it. It warms it up, so I am more comfortable taking a shit in the sink. I have a strong dislike for women who hover over the toilet seat because they don't want to sit because it's dirty, when they're the ones that piss all over the seat, don't clean it up, and thus they are the reason the toilet seat is dirty. I hate people like that. Just fucking sit down. No one wants to clean up your piss. As someone with IBS, fuck people who do this. Straight to hell, assholes. My friend. I was once at an outdoor laundry when my IBS kicked in. And I don't know about you, but there are times when it hits and I've got to go now. This was one of those times. So there was a bathroom, but it was public bathroom, in an outdoor laundry in a trailer park. Gross doesn't even begin to cover it. A tiny unventilated room with a single toilet that hadn't been cleaned since it was installed. From its appearance, I'd say that was 185 years ago. There was no way I was exposing my vagina to that toilet. As a woman, you can't take those kind of chances. It turned into a battle of sheer will. Thank the universe no one else was there. I literally walked around clutching my gut, stomach percolating, terrified to fart, sweating, arguing myself out of hopping up and shitting in a washer and just paying for the machine to run through a cycle and wash my shame away. If it had been an enclosed space, I probably would have folded, but thankfully there was a Dollar General about a mile up the road, and they had a not great but still better than the Trainspotting-esque nightmare at the laundry bathroom. I watched a video on Twitter from an alt account of someone who lives by me, filming himself pissing all over the toilet, walls and floor in a pub. Absolute trash. Chicks do it too, and it blows my mind. Imagine waiting in a line 10 minutes to pee and someone leaves pee or worse, period, blood all over the seat. Who raised these people? I clean after myself, but my piss splits. Separate the lips of your dick before letting loose, just once, don't have to hold it. Usually that is sufficient to solve that problem entirely. Literally pull back on the head 1/8, near the end you can see the end separate, and then aim and let loose. Dick lips, my new swear word for the week. The toilet seats killed my parents and now I seek revenge. I want to put up a sign, stop doing jumping jacks while pissing, in the men's room. I feel like this post should be aimed at women because our public toilets are the most offensive display of filth and selfishness I've ever encountered. I tried to use a restroom yesterday that had 4 stalls. First was covered in piss, toilet full of wads of toilet paper and pee. Second one, someone had explosive diarrhea all over the toilet and floor. Third, again piss everywhere and used tampons in the toilet and it looked clogged. Fourth had pee and toilet paper in it, but no more paper on the roll. I couldn't even stay to use the restroom because of the stench emanating from the other stalls. I don't understand why it's so difficult to use the toilet and flush, wash your hands and go. Women are fucking nasty. As a woman, I will never understand how gross other women can be. A couple weeks ago I was at a bar and there was period blood everywhere. I'm talking on the seat, on the stall walls, on the stall door, on the floor. just splattered everywhere. It was like they whipped an overly full tampon out and then swung it around their head like a maniac. I've got a tough stomach, but that about did me in. Fucking gross. When I'm at home or in a clean bathroom I sit, because it splashes out and I don't want to step on that with bare feet. If I'm in a public restroom that's clean I stand, but if it sprays on the seat I'll wipe it off with TP. If it's a dirty bathroom all bets are off, I just want to get it done and GTFO. Fairly confident those that do have literal mental development issues, I can't fathom any other reason why they would. When your dick is set on spray instead of stream. You're not supposed to piss on the toilet seats? I mean, it's part of the toilet. They have employees to clean that. Your mom doesn't work here, unless she does, then props to her. To mark territory. I'm looking at Reddit while I pee and it messes up my aim. I have been a housekeeper in 3 different hospitals in 2 different countries, and I can say emphatically that as the pay scale rises so does the filth. A lot of us either do cleaning on the side or work for cleaning agencies, and we will always refuse to clean doctors' houses. In a previous hospital, one of my jobs was to clean some doctors' overnight rooms, and the mess was always unimaginable. Shit in showers, to save time? Piss in corners, the toilet that was 10 steps away was too far to walk, and used tampons pads just discarded on the floor beside the toilet. One time many moons ago, a doctor had stuffed a whole roll of toilet paper in the pan as far as it would go, topped it with 10 to 12 rubber gloves and a hairnet, and for good measure had a shit on it. I remember it well because I took a pic to show my manager, and I was the one who almost got suspended for using my phone at work. I'm morbidly curious to hear more about the doctors' houses. Having been on this planet for a fair few decades now, I can tell you with certainty that it's because people are fucking animals. How does fucking an animal make you pee on toilet seats? Everyone pisses all over the toilet seats sometimes. The real question is, why does no one clean it up? Or just lift the damn seat? Lazy, and they don't give a shit about anyone else.